Hey guys, it's me. I'm really sorry I can't be down there with you guys at college this week. After last week we had the puppets, we had the dress up clothes. I just didn't really feel like I could match up. So I'm hiding. Yeah, I'm hiding. No, I've got to go in for day surgery later on today. And so I won't be able to be down with you guys at college. But I figured I would send you a quick vlog on Gnosticism and in particular what the kind of contemporary relevance of Gnosticism is. So with that in mind, let's get started. Like I said before, I don't I don't have any puppets or fancy dress-up clothes to impress you with, but I can dazzle you with technology. I don't really know why I said it that way. Um, but no, if you keep your eyes here, here. Seriously, what kind of two-bit operation is this? No, don't press that. No, no, bring it to... there. Stop. No, that's good, that's good. There we are. Look, as you can see, the contemporary relevance of Gnosticism is actually broken up into two things. The things that happened in history and the things that are happening nowadays. The things that happened in history that were really, really important in Gnosticism was a heretical teaching. And when it came about, people fought against it. And the first way that the church fought against it was actually by the strengthening of regional bishops, so that they looked to the bishops to find out what the actual truth was. And so they gave the regional bishops more power to actually be telling people what is right and what is wrong. The second thing that they did was they created creeds and statements of faith, like I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, who made heaven and earth, all things visible and invisible. When you actually look at that, that's actually a direct combat to Gnosticism. And so that's actually really important, and we still have those nowadays. And the third thing was it actually contributed to the canonization of Scripture. A Gnostic teacher by the name of Marcion made his own version of the Gospel. He made his own canon of Scripture. And the thing that the church did to fight this was they started to make our own canon of Scripture, which we have nowadays. So the historical relevance has actually got some really contemporary impacts as well. And the contemporary relevance is even more interesting. As the understanding and discovery of Gnostic documents continue, so does the influence on society. After the Da Vinci Code talked about a lot of the Gnostic Gospels. And kind of since then, since 2005, 1.5 million visitors have gone to the Gnosticism teaching website wanting to find out more information. When we look at movies like the Matrix trilogy, it's clearly got a lot of Gnostic influences and actually ultimately teaches a Gnostic gospel. Nowadays, they're actually still practicing Gnostic churches. There's a church called Ecclesia Gnostica in Los Angeles, which has parishes and educational programs from the Gnostic Society that span all the way across the US and into Europe. And there are also Gnostic sects. There we are. There's one that practices sex magic and claims it in the name of Gnosticism. So it's still really, really relevant nowadays. But when you look at culture, like if you look at the Marvel comic universe, the origins of the Earth are described using Gnostic themes, including the notion of a subordinate creator of the universe. If you look at contemporary music, you look at the pop group The Police. They recorded a song in the 80s called "Spirits in a Material World," which is really heavily laden with Gnostic concepts. But if you just look at movies nowadays, the movie The Gladiator, Pan's Labyrinth, The Truman Show, 12 Monkeys, and Vanilla Sky, they really, really clearly have very strong Gnostic influences. And so what we can see here is that Gnosticism still has a very strong impact on society and culture today. We look at what happened in history and how that's affected the church nowadays, and how the church has been good at combating that. But Gnosticism is still a really, really strong influencer on culture. And I think that's something that we really need to be aware of. Awesome. Well, as you guys can see, Gnosticism has had a massive impact on both the church and on society and culture. And it's something that's continuing to gain momentum. And it's something that I think that we as ministers of the gospel need to be aware of. Because I think the only way that we're going to be able to fight these false heresies is by knowing what the real truth is, which is the gospel of Jesus Christ. Well, that's it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed my little vlog. Be good to Ruth, otherwise I will tell your mum. And that's it. I'm gone. See ya. How's that? Yeah, I thought it went alright. Hey dude, is the light meant to be on? You're kidding. I'm so sick of this.